Well, the history centre's back up and going at a full old pace, because in a couple of days of return we've got all this insulation on. And you can just about sort of make out there how thick it is. And I'm behind the fence where it's fairly thick. So all that's done, so presumably you can now get the cladding on. Well, the Sally Army's now finished and it's open, but it's not open because it opens 10 till 1 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for some reason it's closed, Friday 10 till 1, Saturday 10 till 1, that's the cafe, and the charity shop's the same. So you can see it's all new charity shop, all new cafe that's open, but it's not open because it's Thursday. You probably can see a bit inside, or not all we can see is reflections. Well, Dixie's and the new sushi place have got lots of new toys. They're all outside. Perhaps they want to play. So we should be seeing that opening soon. Well, the Wasteland they were supposed to start on Monday. All we've got up to now is 1, 2, 3 or 4 huts, so they can have a brew. Not done any work whatsoever, just got the brew huts in. No sign of anybody doing anything at all, but they're okay for the brew. That's the main thing. Somebody's gone a bit OTT feeding the pigeons or the birds. Enough here for Sunday dinner. Well, maybe remember down West Street we've had this grid, or what it was a grid, it had broken in a really big hole, and after 3 weeks they've now watched it. There's no longer a grid. If they want to do anything in the grid they can't. So they slat a bit of tarmac down, got all these roadworks, a big plate there that should have been there in the first place, and it's now fixed. But you can see all the concrete and what have you is all falling apart anyway. And it came at 9:30 at night. So after 3 weeks that's now made safe. Well, we've still got this ongoing problem that these bins here should have been emptied on Monday. It's now Friday. So all these bins are full, can't be used again, and it's a fortnight till they come again, so all because of a little bit of snow. Well, I've been conned. The car back wheel kept going down. Now it's just past its MOT, so the wheel itself, we've got plenty of tread, nothing wrong with it because it's past its MOT. Came here for a minor repair. He looked at the wheel. So no, that's illegal, can't do anything with that because it was made in 2019, so it's illegal. So we had to buy a new tyre. But then we found out on Google 2019 there's not a problem as long as it's in perfect condition, which it was. And obviously it passed its MOT. So we saw an old man of 78 and thought, I know, we'll con this silly old fool and charge him for a new tyre. So you need to be aware in Derby Street, if you come here, you may be conned. West Street outside the co-op, pavement, slabs, whatever you want to call them, is all collapsed. Presumably somebody with a big truck has run over that and smashed it all up. So that's obviously a hazard now, you can fall over that because it's sticky uppy. So we'll see how long it takes them to fix that. Well, we're in the Sally Army at the new Welcome to the Community Cafe, which is now open. So the cafe, we've got these nice seats. That and the shop as well are now all in one.
all in one with the shop, so when the shop's open, the cafe's open.
So you can get your second-hand goods
Oh, look, it's
at the same time. So it's all brand new. We did say it had opened last week, but they were shut. But no, it's all open. We've got DVDs and clothes and God knows what. Well, the Wasteland, they haven't actually done any work, but they've got all sorts of big lorries and enough bloody huts to make houses out of. So they've not actually done anything other than that. Well, it's all been finished by now. I'm just standing in Marks and Sparks because it's pissing down with rain. Well, there's a lot of these. Get it in. Ah shit, there we go again. Anybody know what it's about? You can't scan the QR code if you want. I just wonder why they're appearing and what they're supposed to be all about. Yeah, so they've got lots of brew huts and steps up and places for management and all what now is some workers. Well, the new football pitch is open and they're actually been playing today. If you can hear me over this wind. What I can't work out is what all that is over there. Looks like a lot of spare goals. As long as it don't count if you get into there. There has been a match on. So it is now officially open. With the goals of different sizes depending who's playing, because it's juniors playing now, so perhaps they have a smaller goal than the seniors. What they have done is made a little path, presumably from the changing room, with artificial grass, a bit different. Well, people may remember this rainbow blinds down West Street that suddenly disappeared and people were waiting or hadn't received the product. Well, apparently he went away to his Majesty's prison, but there's now a sign saying, hey, we'll be back, so if you owed anything you might get it back. Well, the Wasteland next to the bus station, we've got a digger and the dump trucky thing. Nobody's actually moving it, but we've got one. So we're waiting for something exciting to happen. What will they do? Now it is at least a better day today. It's 10 degrees, but it doesn't feel like it with a flipping cold wind. But at least there's no snow and Crewe's working again. Well, we've got a lot of noisy workmen on the Asda wheel. That's making a lot of noise. I don't know what they're doing, but they've got big vans down there. Well, icy weather's had one effect at the daffodils. This is by the Christ Church. And nobody popping up and growing rapidly. We do need the frost to tell us to get going. It looks like a lot of work being done on the aircon and heating and what have you. There's a massive bloody bits all the way along there. A fair old bit of aircon. The things are slowly starting to move. Well, in High Street, the MP has announced they're going to make a club, would we call it, for the Army veterans, Navy veterans, etc. RAF. Get them all in there. Well, they haven't said where. There's plenty of empty places, but that'll be coming soon. Well, the gardens by the courthouse, they've got some maintenance people blowing things about, and hopefully getting rid of the weeds and tidying everything up. New year ends and everybody comes out of the woodwork. By the market hall, I'm totally confused here with what's going on. Diverted traffic that way. What diverted traffic? And it's now saying this one-way street is now two-way. And then you get there and the diversion's ended. This makes no sense to anybody. Except now we've got people coming the wrong way down the one-way street. And does that carry on around town? Or just this little bit? A nice lot of spring pansies, all in flower. Some oleanthus here. Make you think spring's coming. Brew time's finished and they've all come out. They're having a bit of circle with the digger. I don't know what they're doing. Just trying to find somebody that's going to tell us what the plans are. There's some only come and perhaps have one job of putting a post here or a post there. You need somebody that's got an idea what's going on. Well, we have spoke to the contractor, so we've got a bit of a sense of what we're going to do. So it is going to be a play area, come garden. There's a path from where they are there across something like Waterstones. It's not going to be a raised bed, there's going to be flower beds, seating area, and that's about it. Because first of all, we've got to dig down so far and see if there's anything exciting or any bombs or anything else. And these lads come all the way from Wrexham. The Jubilee Gardens, which is normally a mess, they've had a big tidy up. All the borders here are all nice and clean. No cans today anyway. So we've had a really good tidy up. The question is how long it'll stay this way. There's not a bit of rubbish under the bushes. The bushes have all been cut back. So it's looking quite nice. Well, as to they've moved from the wheel to a bit further round now in a circle there. What they're doing I don't know, but they're so barged off and digging the slabs up and putting them back down again to see. No matter how far. Well, the Oak Street dome, they're now doing something with this middle bit. So they've done the two end bits. And this has just been bare basically, so there's a guy up there doing somewhat. Got bricks there. Got another guy there doing something. But whether they're going to start working on this so it'll eventually be covered. So there's still one cladding on that end bit. There's a gap in the middle there. And whether that end bit might be windows going in. So they've got no room to swing about, as I can tell there with the digger thing. There's got no room to do anything. So there is actually free parking spaces in High Street, but nevertheless some crap blocks the pavement under the yellow lines. And people keep asking when this dome opens and like 50-60 kids want to get in, they're going to come in cars or the parents are going to bring them, where they're going to park. So unless it's clear at night, there's no parking here, there's no parking anywhere. So have they thought that through? Your actual Oak Street in the roundabout
Nobody knows what the hell's going on. So Oak Street, it says road closed. Cars are still going up there because they've got to get to farm food. So then they're saying diversions, pedestrians this way and diversion that way, and what the hell's going on? Nobody knows, and nobody knows where they're going. They're coming down High Street, they're going everywhere. So Oak Street is sort of closed, but it's open if you go into these shops. Doesn't seem any particular reason why it should be closed. In fact, this fella's coming trying to run me over with a load of sand or something. We've got a van lorry trying to get down, and another car trying to get down, and one trying to get up, and none are going anywhere. So it all seems to be this little tiny bit here that they're digging up. There's a funny big wagon here, but it doesn't seem to be the building site. There's a gas leak or something. Got all pretty markings on the road. They're certainly causing confusion. Well, by the bus station it's certainly fun and games. They have kicked into life. We've got a big path here because that's the path that comes out here somewhere. We've got a digger, bulldozer thing, digging, bulldozering. Up there, we've got another, if we can get round, another digger arriving here. So there's plenty of fun and frivolity going on. Like this one guy in the digger, everybody else is walking round. Certainly having fun and games. We've got lots of vans and people and things, and certainly got a nice big pile of dirt here, and the digger digging. A bit excessive, we just want to get the spuds in. So it's making like a road there, so whether we're going to have a road there, it's all good fun, bit of entertainment.